So my gas tank is only 10 gallons, but it'll take me 500 miles.
Wow. Are you able to stretch out fully?
I'm able to stretch out fully. I can see the stars at night.
So you use the dashboard as part of your bed platform. Hi everyone, I'm Autumn, roving reporter here with CheapRVLiving on a freezing cold morning, and we are here with Kay and her smart car. Hi Kay.
Hi.
Wow. Would just love to just dive in and hear all about this.
I wanted to retire at 65 and I couldn't afford it. And I need to wait till I'm 70 to have Social Security. It's kind of a run what you brung situation. I discovered that I actually could lay flat in her and take everything I needed. And so I already had the car and she gets 55 miles a gallon. I was able to go ahead and spend down a little of my savings and start my retirement at 65.
And are you in this car full time?
Yes.
Wow.
I've lived in her for the last 14 months full time.
Wow, that's incredible. So talk about a story of minimalism. I'd love to hear a little bit about what the downsize journey was like.
So because I was a backpacker, I was actually sizing up. Most things in my car, so you have to improvise, most things in my car you can use for more than one thing. I have a 10 by 10 storage in my car, that's all I have.
I imagine that would be necessary and helpful to
Yes.
be able to stop off, trade things out.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, no. So for the last 14 months, though, I haven't done that. So everything that I have in the cars is what I use, yeah.
Wow,
Mm-hmm.
that's amazing. So you can sleep comfortably in there.
Yes. So I can sleep stretch full out. I'm 5'5" and I have about 5'8" of space. My head is toward the dash and I can see the stars at night through the windshield. And I have about 5'8", so an extra 2-3 inches.
Yeah.
Yes.
I'm so excited to take a look at your car. Can we take a look?
Sure.
All right.
Welcome to my 2006 European smart car. Her name is Azalita or Little Blue. When I'm ready to go to bed at night, this bin comes down here, right here. I pop my shoes off.
Using every inch of space, right? That
Right.
space under the steering wheel is important.
It is, because that's where my knees go. I close the door. I use my door to press myself back into the bunk. And then I'm going to go forward with my head. I put my feet here and I'm in.
Wow, so there you are. And are you able to stretch out fully?
I'm able to stretch out fully. I can see the stars at night.
So you use the dashboard as part of your bed platform.
Yes. I can lay on my side.
So there's enough room there to be
Yep.
a side sleeper.
I can curl up if I want to.
Nice.
And I can lay on my other side. It's like being in a little nest. I don't get claustrophobic because I have all these windows. It's like being in a fishbowl. It's like being in a train berth or a hammock or a bunk.
I love that. What a great perspective to bring to it, where it's not like I'm in a tiny car. It's like I am in a fishbowl looking out at the stars.
Yes, people will ask if I'm comfortable, and I let them know that yes, I am, because I wouldn't be able to do this for 14 months if I wasn't comfortable.
So with being able to look at the stars at night, so there's not window covers?
I do have window covers, and I have used them for stealthing, and I just cover the windows with the Reflectix, and people assume there's not anyone in the car because it's so small.
All right, Kay, I'm super curious to hear about the bathroom situation in this thing.
Okay. Usually, I'm an old backpacker. I go outdoors, but I have experienced sandstorms of up to 30 miles an hour where I didn't want to get out of the car.
Wow.
And so my emergency toilet is right here. It's the same bin. There's a bin inside of a bin. I just put this one up here. I have the Ziploc bags with the pine cat litter. And I put this bag out, set this up. And I'm going to the bathroom.
Perfect.
In a situation where I don't want to get out of the car to leave the campground, the bin comes up.
Wow, that's incredible.
Hop down and drive away.
There's a lot to say about being flexible for this.
It is. You have to be a little bit agile, yeah, to do this. So.
Well, and I imagine that it keeps you agile.
It does.
Yeah. So, Kay, this smart car is purely electric, correct?
No, it is gas.
It's gas.
So it gets 55 miles a gallon and it's gas. So under these bins is where the engine is. This is where I access to check my oil, to add more oil. And she has a 3-cylinder motorcycle engine. She can go 90 miles an hour. She has a Tiptronic shifter.
So I'm curious about climate control in your vehicle. Like, how do you stay warm and cool?
Right. So I do try to follow the sun and be in a temperate zone, like, no cooler than 30 or 40 at night, no warmer than like 90. But I have been in situations down to 25 degrees in her.
Wow.
And because the cabin is small and because I use hand warmers in the bottom of my sleeping bag and I have a very good winter bag, I've been able to stay in her down to those temperatures.
And then how about staying cool in the heat?
So that's more of, personally having like a handkerchief that's wet down, and also trying to stay in the shade. So I'd like to show you guys how I decamp in the morning. So you deflate the air mattresses. I have 2 that are inside a summer sleeping bag so that they don't shift off of each other.
So you put the air mattresses themselves in a sleeping bag?
Yes. And then I just coil up the end a little bit to get most of the air out of the bottom.
Oh, great. And how do you inflate those each night?
I inflate them with my lungs. It's great aerobics.
Wow. How long would you say that takes you?
It takes me about 3 minutes. And I do have these. I love them. They're self-inflating pillows because in a soft build like mine, everything goes back to stock in the car. So I haven't moved any seats, disabled any airbags, put any screws or holes in the car. And so there's an uneven spot here that's lower. And so this is where these come in handy to build this up. I put these bin lids here because I'm going to shove my sleeping bag back toward the window, and I don't want to put a lot of undue pressure that's uneven on the window. So there's actually 3 gallons of water up front.
Wow, 3 gallons fit up there.
Right here. Here is the car seat folded forward. Now, if I were to let it go all the way down, it would be lower than the dash. So what I've done is I have wardrobe bags that have all my clothes in them. So my clothes just get folded into squares and then I fold them up. I put my socks and things that are small here.
So just rolling it up and packing it right back there.
And we're all set.
All right, and then you have visual space out your passenger door.
Right.
And you have visibility with your rear view mirror.
I like to see out the back normally. And so there's plenty of space. So I have all of my car parts and tools, my survival food, my survival gear, my regular food, my snacks, my kitchen setup. And I have an unsorted bin, which, is an essential. You just put things in it. So I can take 2 of my bins down and I can sit, and this is where I cook.
Oh, perfect. And what do you cook with?
So I have several ways of cooking. I have a little kettle that boils water that I'll show you, and then I have an alcohol stove that uses isopropyl alcohol. It's just like a concrete flower pot almost, and it has a cup in it, and you put the alcohol in there and you light it, and then I put this on top and I can cook. I can convert one of these bins into an ice chest. This is actually a soft-sided ice chest. So this is another form of an ice chest for me. I get 25-cent cup of ice from the gas station. I put it down in here. I take my leftovers, put them in a Ziploc bag, roll it up, and put them down in here.
Oh, wow.
And if you have this type of top, you can pour off the cold water and drink it. and it still leaves the ice.
How long did you say it lasts you with one fill?
So in the wintertime, usually about 3 days.
Wow.
In the summertime, less. I do have an item that they call a steering wheel tray, and it just goes like this. Makes it so that I can write, put my phone up here, or eat.
Does it hold a lot of weight?
It does.
Do you have any power stations at all, or any kind of electrical recharging setups?
So the only thing I have is 2 charging blocks for my phone, and so I have to be aware of my power needs. And
even in the teeniest, tiniest car I've ever seen, you can still have cute little decor. I see this ladybug.
Under here are my personal hygiene.
Oh yeah. How big is your gas tank? Like, how many gallons can it hold?
So my gas tank is only 10 gallons, but it'll take me 500 miles.
Wow.
But I do always fill her up at the halfway mark.
So you had mentioned that you're going to get a double Social Security at 70. Do you think you'll be in the smart car until then?
I'm hoping so.
Kay, thank you so much for
welcome.
sharing this incredible build. I think this is one of the most creative things I've ever personally seen. It's so inspiring, folks. You can get out on the road in something teeny tiny. And Kay, thanks again.
You're welcome.
And thanks for watching, folks. Be sure to like this video, comment, and subscribe to our channel. We'll see you next time.